Hello once again, everyone. We're visiting with Aaron Arnett. Aaron is the Vice President with Beef Genetics for Select Sires. And Aaron, first of all, we want to tell some of our viewers that might not be that involved with agriculture, what does Select Sires do?
Sure. Select Sires is a bovine breeding organization. In fact, we're the largest of its kind in the world. And so we have about 1,800 bulls that may be on collection for semen collection at any one time at Plain City, Ohio. And we package and sell that semen all over the world. Genetics, both dairy and beef, for farmers to improve the genetic merit of their cow herds.
And folks my age can tell the difference between what beef has tasted like years ago and today because of the improvements made in the genetics.
Yeah, we've made huge improvements in carcass traits through the use of artificial insemination. And Certified Angus Beef, for example, is a company that's also in Ohio, and we're partners with Certified Angus Beef in genetic improvement. And we have several bulls in our lineup that have the CAB logo on them that meet the specs, genetic specs for carcass quality set forth by Certified Angus Beef. So Select Sires has been a really, really big part of improving carcass quality in beef cattle over the decades.
Now, we'll have to ask, with all the improvements made over the years, are we going to reach a level where we can't go any further?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think I think we've got a ways to go before we really plateau. Really, the number one reason why black-hided cattle don't make the Certified Angus Beef spec is because they don't have enough marbling still. So relative to the U.S. commercial cow herd, we've got an opportunity to still improve the carcass traits of cattle. And so as more people AI, I think there's more opportunity for genetic improvement. Still only about 10% of the U.S. cow herd is bred by artificial insemination. So there's a big opportunity there yet.
And I would imagine that the consumer drives everything.
Absolutely. Beef, the beef price is driven right down through the supermarket, in the grocery store and the restaurants. And that's one of the really unique agriculture commodities. It's not supported by the government in ways that maybe some of the others are. But really, from a conception to consumption standpoint, the consumer drives our business.
I guess I possibly misspoke a little bit when I said that the consumer drives everything. Feed efficiency and what can help the farmer also plays a vital role.
Well, it does. And actually, from the genetic standpoint, we're really aggressively looking at trying to identify parent animals that excel for feed efficiency right now. That's a big, big deal. We don't feel like feed prices are going to come down anytime soon. And so if we can identify animals that are outliers in the population for feed efficiency, we can then hopefully propagate those animals through artificial insemination and hope to improve the feed efficiency of livestock in the entire industry.
Aaron, let me ask you another question. We've seen, I guess, demographically, things change a little bit over the years. We keep hearing that there are fewer and fewer farmers or ranchers. Those farms and ranches get bigger. With fewer individuals, does that impact the business?
It does, but actually that's been good for our business because usually the ones that stay around that are able to be successful through hard times economically are usually the farms that are fairly aggressive in terms of their genetic merit. And so a lot of the larger farms who have really implemented the good genetics are folks that have been able to stick around. And so that's been, we've been great partners and love doing business with those folks who are really aggressive about the genetic merit of their cow herds.
Well, another, I guess, part of the business we haven't talked about, Select Sires being a cooperative, have various members throughout the country.
You bet. There are 9 member cooperatives that make up the Select Sires Federation. And so as a customer of Select Sires, as soon as you buy your first straw of semen, you are a part owner in Select Sires as the cooperative. And actually each year you can receive a dividend check based on the profit sharing that we have at Select Sires. So really a nice structure to have our company as a cooperative.
And with most of the listeners here in Ohio, that cooperative here in Ohio is COBA.
It is. Central Ohio Breeders Association, one of the first members of the Select Sires Federation, and really one of the ones that's been very, very successful in both the beef and dairy industry. And then also Select Sires World Headquarters is located at Plain City, Ohio. So Ohio is a very, very big part of our business. Yep.
If any of our viewers would like to get a little bit more information about the company, what's the best way for them to do that?
Sure, we have two websites. Actually, for the dairy side of things, it's selectsires.com. And if you're interested in the beef cattle side of things, it's selectsiresbeef.com. And so you can go on there and look at videos of the bulls. You can actually order semen online. So a lot of things to see on our websites. Yep.
Aaron Arnett has been our guest. Aaron, we want to thank you for joining us.
Very good. Thank you for having me.